Well, g'day everybody, and welcome to House Flipper. To be more precise, House Flipper HGTV, which is the latest downloadable content for House Flipper, which actually was released today, so I thought I would have a look at it and probably make a series out of this. I did used to play House Flipper a very long time ago, so I'm relatively inexperienced at it these days. However, I'm sure that I'll pick it up pretty quickly now. The first thing to note is that you will probably be, for those that have played this, you will be familiar with this little place here. I've started a new profile, and this is where you start out. To be able to unlock the HGTV map and area and the jobs that are involved in that, then you do need to do 4 jobs locally first, which is basically jobs from the original House Flipper before you can unload those. So I've gone and done that. This is the little place that you actually start off with, this tiny little building, and you renovate this building as you're working, and you can sell this building. The idea of House Flipper in the first place is to flip houses. Now, we start off with not much money and no houses available to purchase. And as we work through doing odd jobs for people, they could be gardening jobs with the gardening DLC, or just general clean-up jobs, small renovation and installation jobs. You slowly build up a bank balance. As you can see, we've got $34,241. And work your way, and you also unlock houses for purchase on the real estate market, and you basically work your way towards purchasing a small house, flipping it, selling it for as much profit as you possibly can, and then moving on to the next place, just like you would if you were flipping houses in real life. So it's not too bad a game. My wife and I played it for a considerable amount of time when it was first released and enjoyed it a lot, but it did eventually become a little bit mundane and stale. Right, so if we duck into our computer here, on our computer, this is where we run our business from. So as you can see, we've got a whole pile of emails here for jobs that need doing from different people: cleaning garages, baby on the way, small lawn and a pool, trees need cutting down, additional walls to knock down, substrates for liquors instead of flowers. And these jobs, as you go through them slowly, you unlock tools. Now, if I just get out of here really quickly, by right-clicking and holding the right mouse button down, you can see the tools that I have available at the moment, which is a cleaning tool, which I unlocked on my first job, a painting tool when I did my first painting job, and a sell objects tool. So some places you might go in and you'll clean out the entire place, you'll sell off all the furniture, and that goes into your profits. Yeah. So what we might do is, as you can see, this place is a bit of a shambles, and we do slowly need to renovate this place so that we can sell it. Let's go onto the computer here. Now, the difference here is we have, for starters, we've got a browser, and you can see what houses are available in this area, and things that need to be done, like houses that we can purchase for a specific price and flip. So there's quite a few in there that have unlocked themselves. And as you go further down, you can spend more on purchasing houses and flipping them. So the whole idea is, including a house on the moon, the whole idea is to work your way up as you go, earn more money, buy better houses and do more renovations. In the own section, you can see we own our first office, which is worth $28,150. We haven't sold anything yet, so we shall close that. In the portfolio, every time that you do a job, then it basically takes a portfolio of shots for you, or at least if you have the patience to wait for it to do all of the shots. And this was a job that I did where I painted the walls basically in here. We will close that. Sold houses, there is no portfolio of sold houses. Map of jobs. Now, this is part of the HGTV DLC. And at the moment, we can do work on a lot of these houses, buy a lot of these houses on this new map. But at the present moment, because I've only just unlocked it, we can only do this job. And I thought we would do this job together in the first episode. So let's click on that job, a new beginning. We've got a budget of 6,500. There's 2 different choices to make on site, and we'll go through those when we get there. And there's 7 rooms. Welcome to your first job in Sunset Bay. Are you ready to help John and Nicole renovate the house of their dreams? While the house is small, the view is amazing. You'll have to make some decisions when it comes to room arrangement. The shack under the house is especially problematic. Good luck. So let's accept that. And we will be transported over to where this job is. Alright, so this just goes through what we actually just read. We've got a budget there. There's Nicole, there's John. They both look quite happy. They're both following the mouse. Hello, 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 and close that. Alright. Okay, when you work on jobs in Sunset Bay, there is a specific budget defined for each one. It's the amount of money that the family is willing to spend on their dream house. Remember to stay within the budget while renovating. Alright, cool. So, if we just go into our tablet, you can see that here's the jobs that we need, the tasks that we have that are involved in this house. For starters, the garden. We need to remove all of the trash. We've got the second floor where there is make a decision, which we'll go through when we get to that point. Clean dirt, which is 0%. Clean 4 windows. Remove chandelier with bulbs and wardrobe grand emo. On the first floor, we have remove trash from 64 meter room. Remove trash from 4 meter square room. Clean dirt, remove trash and make a decision. And storeroom, clean dirt and remove trash. Alright, so the first thing that we might do is, now we're out here, we might do the garden. I will walk through what I am doing in this. The chances are that a lot of people that are watching this have already had experience in House Flipper and are trying to decide whether to purchase this DLC. I do apologise to you, but I will sort of direct this more towards people as well that haven't played the game previously. So, as you can see at the bottom there, it brings up actions that you can do. This is just all rubbish, so we need to just grab all of this rubbish and tidy it up. And as you can see, there is a percentage on the right hand side there, which is the 64 square meter room, which is actually the exterior, and we're 61% of rubbish cleaned at the moment. So the more rubbish that we remove, the more we get to 100%, and now we are at 100% now. There's no point in selling just general rubbish like that. So in here, we need to tidy the rubbish up in this room, which is this one's here's the 4 square meter room. Okay, so we also need to clean dirt and we need to clean rubbish up in here. So we shall clean all of this rubbish up. Old pallets and stuff like that are all rubbish. The plastic containers aren't classed as rubbish. And anything that's not rubbish, you will have the option there to hold and pick up. So if I grab that, spin that around like that, we'll grab that one, throw that up on there and spin that around like that. Now you can hold down the shift and use and rotate the object and it snaps to 90 degrees. Or you can not hold down the shift and just use your rotation button to rotate it incrementally. Now, I'll just throw this over here as well on that shelf. We'll throw this down on this shelf at the bottom there. There we go. And we will throw that. Actually, we need to clean that. So we'll get our broom out. And we will start doing some cleaning. Now the broom, again, just right clicking the menu there. There's another skill point which we will go through in a moment. do that and clean all the area in here. You can see we've cleaned 80% of dirt, 87% of dirt. Now we've cleaned 100%. I didn't see this rubbish up here, so we will get rid of that. So this storeroom is complete. We'll just throw that in the corner there. That'll make them happy. Alright, now in this room here we have a decision to make and we need to clean dirt. So let's start by cleaning dirt. We'll close that. There's not too much dirt in here by the looks of it. There we go. Alright, dirt is cleaned. Alright, now I previously, and I didn't use any skill points that I had earned. I didn't spend any skill points because I wanted to show you in this first episode what the skill points are. As you can see up here, we've got different areas of skills that we can allocate points to. So the first one is for cleaning, and we have see some dirt on the minimap, see most dirt on the minimap, or see all dirt on the minimap, and that's penetrating vision. Fast hands, 25% faster cleaning, 50% faster cleaning, 75% faster cleaning. That one there is a really cool one when you get on a little bit. Dirt on the mini map I have always found to be a really good one as well. Long range, a good mop. So basically the mop actually cleans a larger range. Ultra hyper mop, which is even better, and disposal of garbage. First thing I want to do is upgrade. We've got 2 upgrade points in cleaning, so I think I am going to upgrade the penetrating vision twice for that one. The next one we have is painting. Basic painting, instant painting, and paint more. So under basic painting, you won't waste paint on already painted wall, because at the moment when you paint, you need to hold your mouse button down and it fills up around gauge. Once you go to the full level, if you keep your finger on the mouse button, it still uses paint off your roller and rolls over what you've already painted, wasting a lot of paint. So this is a good way to keep your budget down and to reduce wastage. Then we move to 20% less paint usage and 40% less paint usage. When we get on later on in the series and we actually do a painting job, there may be one in here, I'm not sure, but we will see how that all operates. Instant painting, 25%, 50% and 75% faster painting. Paint more, paint 2 walls at the same time, paint 3 walls at the same time, and paint 4 walls at the same time. Now, these are little panels that are part of the painting mechanic, and each panel is a strip, and you can paint 1 strip at a time. If you unlock one of these, you can actually paint 2 strips at a time, which is pretty cool. Alright, so what we'll start doing is we'll upgrade basic painting, because that's a really good thing to have, and we might do... let's see. Let's do 20% less paint usage, because that'll help us out as well going into the future in this game. Okay, the next one is Handyman. We've got Fitter, Plasterer, and Tiler. 20% faster mounting, 50 or 100%. This is for when you're doing installations of basins, radiators and all that type of stuff. So that actually increases the speed at which you screw things together and put things together. So we're definitely going to take one of those upgrade points. Plasterer, 20% faster plastering, 50 or 100%. And Tiler, hold up to 3 tiles or panels at once. Excuse me, and lay them 25% faster, which is actually a really good one to do. You don't have to pick up tiles singly and lay that tile. You can actually pick up 3 tiles and lay 3 tiles. So we will upgrade that one as well. Okay, negotiation. So with negotiation, once we start actually flipping houses, then we start going into auctions, and people make offers and you can negotiate better prices. So price negotiation, option to negotiate the price, increase chances of successful negotiations by 5% or 15%. Quick jobs, minus 2% of the job's requirements, minus 5 and minus 10. I'm not sure of that. Each job that you do when you're doing jobs for people, they have a percentage, like 100% is completely finished. But once you reach a certain percentage, you can complete that job early if you want to. I assume that these quick jobs actually reduce the percentage amount before you can finish a job. Then we've got higher payment, 10% extra payment for the job, 25 and 50% extra payment. We're going to upgrade that straight away. Because we're not doing any auctions or anything like that at the moment, then we're going to do a second upgrade there and take that to 25% extra payment for the job so we can earn more money. Next one's gardener. We've got quick, equipped, and gardener's sense. So with quick, increased planting speed by 80%, regulated mowing speed and grass placement, increased digging speed by 75%, equipped. We've got glass trimmer 2019 increased trimming range, which would be a really good one, to be honest. Gardener's sense, tall grass visible on minimap, weeds visible on minimap, and molehills visible on minimap. I did forget these two here. Shovel Biushi, more efficient digging. Axe Visa, increased strength and speed. So I think the first thing we will do is upgrade that, and we will start getting some tall grass visible on the minimap. So there's skill points. As you run through the game and do more jobs, you earn skill points by doing specific tasks. So, for example, cleaning, painting, then every time you do that, you are earning something. So, this is where we need to make a decision. Okay, so there's two options and two ways that we can go in this particular room for this job. So Nicole here wants a sauna and a bathroom. Being able to hop in the sauna after swimming in the sea sounds fantastic. So she would be really happy if we could do that. Now, Mr. Partner here, I can't remember his name. Let's call him Bob. Just cleaning it up will suffice. This is a very capable storage room, maybe even suitable for a workshop. It could do with a chair though. So as you can see, by going with her, it makes her happy, it makes him sad. By going with him, it makes him happy and it makes her quite angry. Now we need to decide which way we want to go, and depending on which way we want to go depends on how we renovate the room. So what I thought we might do for this episode is we might just go with this one's a relatively easy one, I think, by the sounds of it. With this one here, we're going to need to install plumbing. It's going to be quite expensive. So we will just go with this one. Are you sure of your choice? Yes, we are. All right. Wow, that was quite loud, wasn't it? Okay, so now we have, in this little 4 square meter room, we have place objects, swivel chair, drill flipper M10, and a brushy around trash bin, which is no worries. So again, one of the really good things about this is you don't have to trawl through the store to try and find this stuff. You can hit tab, go down to your tasks here, and you can see the current room that we're in. This is what's required. So we can click on that and we can purchase that. We'll throw that down there. Okay, and that comes off. So we'll go back into the tab. We will purchase a chair and spin that around. I'm sure I was holding down the shift. Just throw that there. Move this out of the way. There we go. Not that we had to do that, but that's just me being anal. Okay, and the last thing we need to do is give him a drill flipper M10. So if we click on there, go to there, and we will buy one of those and sit it there. So this room is complete. Now the storeroom here is also complete, so we have completed this area. And if we go into our tasks, you can see room 3 of 3, 100%, 100%, 1 out of 1. There we go. So now we need to move to the living room with a kitchenette. Alright. So we shall close that and let's head upstairs to the second floor. Now in Oz we would call this the ground floor and this the first floor. In this game, this down here is the first floor and this is the second floor. So let's mosey over here. Do we have a door around here? Yep, there we go. Alright, and you can see we've got a choice here to make as well as a lot of cleaning to do. So let's make the choice for starters. Alright. So definitely a TV. The room feels so empty without it. We can also add some decorations, a carpet and a few potted plants. And he wants a fireplace, could make this room feel more complete. A larger corner electric fireplace would introduce a modern touch to the interior and make evenings more pleasant. Now we went with Bob's stuff downstairs, and I really can't remember his name for some reason. But this time I think we'll go with Nicole. So we will select that and go yes. And now we have a whole pile of objectives. So we need to remove some objects, chandelier with bulbs and wardrobe granimo, which is 2 of. That would be these 2 things here. Now instead of trashing this, we just can collect this and we can actually sell this, and this goes into our bank account. As you can see. Now we have a tally at the bottom of the current income from this job, and we also have our budget. And we have hardly even scratched our budget. We also need to sell this. So there you go. Okay, so a little bit of cleaning goes a long, long way. So we've got to do some cleaning in here. Let's close that door. Clean up everything. And as you can see now, some of the dirt is actually showing up on our mini map up in the top right hand corner. So clean this window here. There we go. It's a funny little thing to use. There we go, that's clean. Yeah, and that was one of the things that we unlocked, was that dirt showing on the mini-map. Sometimes when you do come into these jobs, you struggle to find that last bit of, that very last bit of dirt. So that's an actual welcome upgrade to have, believe me. Okay. We'll clean this one. This thing is a funny tool to use, as I was mentioning before, but you do sort of get used to it. I work from side to side after going around the edges. We'll open that up, clean this window. Let's go up around the edges because it won't work. It won't move out of that boundary, and then back and forth and back and forth. That's the easiest way to do it. That's the easiest way that I've found to use the tool, because it can be a little bit unco at times. Alright, so we are missing some stuff which looks like it's there. Where else? There we go. Lovely. Okay, so we've done 3 of 4 windows. We will now do the 4th one, and then that'll get the windows out of the way. If only windows were this easy to clean in real life, we'd all be a lot happier, wouldn't we? Okay. There we go. That's done. Alright, now we've got quite a bit of cleaning to do in here. We've only done 45% of the dirt, so this will come off the tally as well. I'm just holding my left mouse button down to do this cleaning. It's easy enough. There we go. On the floor here. Okay, so we're sitting at 99% now. We are missing 1% somewhere, and it is showing that it's over here somewhere. So I'm wondering whether it's, oh, it's over here. Aha, the mat, is it? Nope, the edge of this couch. There we go. So we've done 100% of that cleaning now. Let's just sort this out. There we go. Lovely. Now we need to purchase a TV corner cabinet, a TV, 2 atom chandeliers, 2 rectangular carpets, and 2 zamias, whatever they are. Whatever zamias are. Alright, so let's purchase this. We're just going to go with the plain white. Throw that in there. Now that sits in there really well. We'll get a television for the top of that. We're not going to go into any real colour coordination or anything in this at this point in time, but we certainly will be doing that as we move further on into the game. But this is just a simple job for these people. 2 of these mats, let's buy those. Let's flip that. Nope. That one there. So we might throw one under here, I think. Like that. And we'll throw one more in here, I think, because they need 2 of them. I would normally take a little bit more care in my designs, but as I said, this is first jobs introducing us to what's going on here, so I can be a little bit less anal. I do have to be very careful because my wife is an interior designer, so if she's hanging over my shoulder, I'll probably get in strife if I do something wrong. But no, I won't. She's not like that. But alright, so we're going to throw this up here in the center of the room, and we are going to throw another one of these above the dining table, I think. Okay, buy now. And we'll throw that in there. Alright, let's see if we can turn the lights on. Look at that. Look at that. We didn't even have to wire them up. So the last thing that we need to do for this job, and I think that finishes this job off, is to buy 2 of these. So I'm just going to click on buy many, and we will just throw 2 of these in random locations. Let's throw one over there. That'll be nice. And there we go. The job is 100% complete. So, alright. So, there we are, right on the beachfront. This would be a very valuable property. We've done this job. We've come in $4,824.42 under budget. Our income for the job is going to be $7,012. Remembering that of that $7,012 we did purchase stuff. But this is the gist of House Flipper. HGTV is a little bit different in regards to some of these decisions that we have to make and stuff. But I'm looking forward to getting further into this and to running a full series on House Flipper. We'll be doing stuff out of HGTV, out of the Garden DLC, and out of the original game as we run through this series and build up our little flipping business. So I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Let's finish this job. Let it take some photos. There you go. That will be a nice photo for our portfolio. And that will be a nice photo. And that's all we probably need out of this. So I will hit escape. And that was quite loud too. Alright. Okay, new house unlock. Complete each order to unlock new houses for purchase and renovation. Check your laptop in the office to see which houses are available for purchase. So that's just on here, back in the browser there. And you can see that there will be other houses that have been added to that, I think. So, alright, we'll close that off. Map of jobs. We now have another 2 jobs which are here and here to do, but we obviously aren't going to do those this episode. We also have a pile of emails to do. So I hope you're going to enjoy this series. I'm actually going to really enjoy getting back into this game because I did enjoy it initially, but as I said, it's one of those games that you can play for a certain amount of time and then you really need to sort of put it aside and have a bit of a rest from it, or otherwise it just gets a little too mundane in the sense of, or repetitive more than mundane, I think. So I will leave you here, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please hit subscribe, and also hit like if you enjoyed this video and if you got anything out of it. We will be moving through a lot further on this, and I look forward to doing some more episodes. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I will continue cleaning this little place up, and see you in the next episode. Bye.